Hey guys, so it just made 1 year since I moved to LA, and I get questions all the time about my sofa, my bed, different homeware items that I've purchased. So I thought that it would be great to do a 1 year post review of all of my top purchases. So that's what we're gonna do today. I have a list, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. Let's get into it. First on the list, we have the Vidoka projector from Amazon. I knew from the beginning that I wanted a projector because I don't watch TV enough to spend an exorbitant amount on a television. So I knew going into it that I wanted a projector, and this would be my first time owning one. And because I'm aware of the cost spectrum for projectors, I knew that I wanted to buy one on the lower end, see how much I loved it, and if I was crazy about it, I would then invest in a better quality one. I went with the Vidoka projector from Amazon because at the time it had the best reviews, and I would say about 6 to 8 months in, I started noticing some discoloration on the left side of the screen. I looked it up, and apparently it's something called burn screen. It was like a dark gray cloud essentially, and it enlarged over time. It doesn't really get in the way of viewing anything, but it is apparent, and at this point I'm ready to invest in a better quality projector. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. I'm still deciding which projector I would like, but if you guys have any recommendations, please do let me know in the comments. Second on the list, we have my Amari dining chair. It's a dining chair that I got as a desk chair from Urban Outfitters. Fell in love with it. It has sort of a vintage MCM vibe to it, which I really liked. I've had it for a little less than a year. I would say about 9 or 10 months or so, and it's still holding up really well. I will say I wish that the back part of the chair did come a little higher, but it's not a deal breaker for me in any way. Super comfy, and I'm rating it 10 out of 10. The GE Sync smart light bulbs, 10 out of 10. I only own one. I have it in my lamp that I purchased from Urban Outfitters in my living room area. I love that I'm able to set the tone for whatever mood I'm in, whatever I'm feeling for. It's so good. 10 out of 10 all the way. Another piece that I searched high and low for because I wanted to make the right decision and find something that met all of my needs is my Alpha drawer set from the Container Store. In my search, I completely forgot about the Container Store. I did not consider them. It wasn't until my aunt, who lives in the Container Store, was like, hey, did you look into the Alpha line at the Container Store? And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think of them. I completely forgot about them. Let me check it out. For the price tag, I was like, okay, I need to love it. So I found the nearest Container Store, which is the Grove. I went there, I checked it out. I was like, okay, I like this. This is the one. They had it on display, but they didn't have it in stock. So I placed the order then and there, went all the way to Burbank, picked it up, got home, set it up maybe the next day, only to realize that it didn't have tops. You have to purchase the tops separately. I had already spent about $300 after taxes on the set. I think it came out to maybe $315, $316 or something like that. Because I bought the set of 2, I would need 2 tops. And the tops were $25 each. So I was like, on top of the $300, I have to shell out $50 for the tops. Blew my mind. And I was ready to throw the whole baby out with the bathwater at that point. The tops were sold out for months. I was ready to have my aunt or my best friend pick them up from the Container Store in New York and then ship them to me here in LA. But then the store at the Grove got the tops in, and I was able to order and go pick them up. So that was a doozy and a bit of a pain, but they give me everything that I need. I'm really happy that I went with them, and the quality is just unmatched. I know so many people that went with this set and they've had them for years, to where they've done multiple moves with them. So I knew that I was making the right call and that they were top tier quality. So I rate the Alpha drawer set 9 out of 10, taking off a point for having to purchase the top separately. This still breaks my heart till this day that this did not work out, because I wanted this to work out so bad. I ordered the Alessi toaster. Alessi is an Italian brand. They make beautiful products, just beautiful products. And this toaster was like nothing I've ever seen. I ordered it from Farfetch. It was a $100 toaster, and I had to come to terms with buying a $100 toaster, but it was between the Alessi or the Smeg, and everyone has the Smeg. So I was like, I kind of want something a little different that I haven't seen anyone with and that I haven't seen anywhere in store. So I purchased it. It came and it had an EU plug. And so I was like, okay, easy fix. So went on Amazon, ordered an adapter. It wouldn't work with the adapter. So I'm like, okay, let me try ordering a different adapter or the same type of adapter, but from another seller. That didn't work. I was bummed. I tried everything. I think I ordered other adapters and none of them would work. I would plug it in to the wall and it would come on, but it wouldn't get hot. It wouldn't toast anything. I would put a slice of bread in, press it down. When it would pop back up, it would still be cold. It would be the same as when I put it in there. And I was heartbroken, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not over it. My heart still hurts that didn't work out. It goes without saying, I had to send it back, so I have to give it a 0 out of 10. On the same note of kitchen items is my caraway cookware set. I again knew that I wanted quality cookware. At the time, Our Place was the it girl. And I'll get to that next. But I wanted a whole set. It was between the set from Caraway or a set from Great Jones, I think the brand is called. I loved that they had an array of pretty colors, and apparently the quality was really good on both. Safe, durable, but ultimately I went with Caraway, and I use my Caraway more than any other pots or pans that I own. It's so good. It cooks everything to perfection. It's literally my go-to. I use my pans primarily. I use my pot here and there. The set comes with 2 pans and 2 pots. I use one of my pans more than anything because it's just that perfect size that you could pretty much cook anything in. I love the color. I love that it comes with magnetic holders. I like that it handles high heat really well, but I will say it gets dinged up pretty easily. Every time I look at it, there's some new imperfection, and I'm pretty gentle with my stuff. I pay good money for my things, so I try to be sure to take care of it. But every time I look at one of my pots, it's a new dent or something. I don't know what that's about. They get pretty worn down. I'm guessing from the heat. The bottom of my pans are pretty worn already. I mean, I've had them for a year. I use them pretty often, so I guess par for the course. All things considered, I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. Moving on to the Always Pan and Perfect Pot from Our Place. The Always Pan gets a lot of flack. At least on social media, I see it getting a lot of shit from different people who's purchased it and absolutely hate it. But I have to say, it's pretty solid for me. I don't know. I love it. I love both the pot and the pan. I bought both in the oatmeal, I think it's oat color. I don't even remember the color because I went online the other day and they didn't have the color anymore. In the pan, at least. I believe that they still had the Perfect Pot in the color. I'll put the name of the color up on the screen. But they're pretty solid for me. And I think not many people are aware that you aren't supposed to use their pot or their pan. Well, at least the pan. I believe that the pot can withstand higher heat than the pan, but don't quote me. I haven't tested that theory, but the pan I know is not supposed to be used on high heat, and either some A, don't know that, or B, are beginners to cooking and they're just, doing their thing, and the coating on the pan is getting ruined pretty quickly. I don't know, but I have to give both the Always Pan and the Perfect Pot a 10 out of 10. They work incredibly for me. What my life would be without this product, I don't know, and I received it as a housewarming gift from my aunt, and I am forever indebted to her. It's the Bissell Little Green Deep Cleaner. I cannot rave about this thing enough. If you own white or light furniture or a carpet or a rug, you need this in your life. Everything will be linked down below in the description. I'm telling you, after you finish watching this video, if any of the above applies to you, go and buy it. For those of you who don't own white or light furniture, I'm sure you can imagine how much upkeep they require. And I probably sound like a broken record, but I do take good care of my things. So when I'm eating on my sofa, I'll usually put down a blanket of some kind or something so that I don't, drop any food on it. And now that I have Naomi here, she's a puppy, she's running around and going outside and things like that. But when we come in, she gets her paws cleaned, and that's been working out for us so far. I've probably used my Bissell to clean my bed more than anything because it's stark white, like that bright white color, and white turns over time just by nature. I would say that I've been able to keep a good handle on it. So hands down, 10 out of 10. If you need it, buy it. The Bissell was the ultimate segue into the last part of this video, which most of you have probably been waiting for. And that is first, my cloud sofa. It's the feather sectional by Mario Capasa. I purchased it from Value Furniture and I rate it a 7 out of 10. I love the color. I love the size, the perfect size. I would rate comfort 7 or 8. 8 is being a little modest. I would rate comfort even a 7 out of 10. For those of you who watch my settling into my apartment video or my TikTok video where I unboxed my sofa, you saw that I added foam to my cushions. When you sat down on it straight out the box, for me personally, it just was not as deep as I would have liked it to be. So I purchased foam from Amazon, put it in my cushions, and that did the trick. It's held up ever since. Additionally, the throw pillows did get a little limp after, I would say, about 6 or 7 months. So I am in the market for new inserts. But when I move out of this apartment, I likely would not be taking this sofa with me. I would probably put it up on Facebook Marketplace. I will say that a pro of this sofa is definitely that it's easy to keep clean. You would be surprised considering the color, but it's been super easy for me to maintain. Overall, sofa 7 out of 10. Last, but certainly not least, my Soft Frame Designs Ultra Bed Frame. I have nothing but great things to say about it. It makes my apartment feel so cozy. It's so chic, it's so classic. It's quality, it's durability, the easy maintenance. It's a dream. Of course, the handheld attachment for my Dyson vacuum comes in handy for sure, as well as my Bissell. I've probably only used my Bissell on my bed in the entire year to clean it 3 times. And I use the handheld attachment on my Dyson about once a week, get all the dust bunnies out the way. Other than that, a year later, it's in excellent shape and truly the star of the show. I rate it a 10 out of 10, hands down. Best choice. So yeah, that wraps up today's video. I hope that this video was helpful and give you guys a bit more insight into all of my top purchases, maybe some or one of which you were considering purchasing yourself. I'll be leaving the links for everything mentioned in this video down below in the description. And if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. This has been fun. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.